So this is Linux Mint 22.3. I installed this in the desktop computer. This is the welcome menu. I'll click on First Steps. So you can launch any one of these. This is documentation, help, contribute. I'm going to uncheck this, show this dialog at startup. So this is the applications menu. This is all applications. And these are some of the applications. So LibreOffice is installed. This is accessories. This is graphics. This is internet. This is Office. Sound and video. Preferences. This is administration. This is favorites, and this is recent files. So these are some of the icons. The lock icon. This is the logout icon. This is the power icon to shut down. So I'm going to right click the menu. I'll click on configure. So you can configure this menu. So on the places, this is the left side. This is here. If I want to show the home, I just have to turn this on. And it's here. I'll turn documents on. Music. Pictures. Videos. And it's here. So this is content. So there's sidebar, avatar, favorites, recent. This is the avatar. If I don't want to show that, I can turn that off. I'll turn it back on. I'll click on appearance. So here there's options, there's panel. So under options, you can change the position of the search bar. So right now the search bar is at the bottom. I'm going to place the search bar at the top. And it's here. So this is the position of the system buttons. There are two options in the sidebar along the search bar. I'm going to select along the search bar. And it's here. So you can change all of these categories: icon size, applications, icon size, sidebar, icon size, and maximum sidebar width. You can also restore the menu to its original size here. So on the panel, you can use a custom icon and label. So on the icon here, you can change this. And there's a lot to choose from. So this is icon size. You can increase or decrease the size of the icon size. You can also add text. I'll type menu. So there's behavior. And you can enable auto scrolling on applications lists. So on the panel, you can configure the keyboard shortcut to open and close the menu. So I can drag apps on the left side of the menu. For example, on all applications, I'll drag the accessibility app. I'll drag the calculator app. So I'll right click the menu, click on configure, and open the menu editor. So I can restore system configuration. I can add a new menu. I can add a new item. I can edit desktop file. So I'll open the Updates Manager. So this is the Updates Manager. I'm going to click Apply the update. I'm going to click Install Updates. So the system is up to date. I'm going to open the Documents folder. So I have some sample PDF documents here. And this is Xreader. So I'll click on the search icon. So I can search for files. I'll open the Pictures folder. I have some pictures here. So this is the Pictures app. It's Xviewer. I'll click on the file system. I can search for files in the file system. So this is the Nemo Files Manager. I'll open Systems Administration. So there's Boot menu. So I can configure all of these. I'll open System Settings. So they are listed by categories: appearance, preferences, hardware, administration. I'll open backgrounds. These are some of the wallpapers. This is settings. I'll open Screensaver. So I can configure the Screensaver settings here. I can customize. I can type a message here when the screen is locked. I'll open the Applets app. And these are some of the applets. For example, sound. There's a settings icon here. And these are the sound settings. So I'll click on the download tab. And these are some of the applets I can download. I'll download the weather app. Sound administration, I'm going to open the login window app. So this is the login window settings. There's appearance. So under appearance, the alignment of the login window screen by default is on the left. So I'm going to log off the computer. So the login window is on the left. So I can move the login screen to the center or the right. So this is background. I can configure these for the login window. There's themes. There's original pictures. Now click on users. There's user list, guest sessions, automatic login. This is settings. So this is the panel indicator settings. I can also configure the clock format here. So I'm going to log off the computer. So on the login window, there's an icon. I can click on that icon and I can select a desktop environment. Right now the default is Cinnamon. There's also Wayland, and this is experimental. I'm going to leave it as Cinnamon. I'll open the workspaces, and this is the workspace options. I'll open the Timeshift. So here you select the snapshot type. So I can select a snapshot levels. I'll click finish. So I'm going to click on create. It's creating a snapshot. So the snapshot is complete. I can also restore. This is the settings. So I'll open the driver manager, see if additional drivers are needed. So no drivers are needed. I'll open the disk cap. So I'll right click the panel, I'll click on panel settings. These are some of the settings. I can add a new panel. So on the lower left side, on the panel, so this is the date and the time. This is the volume icon, the network icon. So this is the flash drive that I have connected to the computer. This is the printer icon. This is notifications. This is the updates manager. It tells me I have updates. And this is the system reports. So I'm going to check the kernel version. I'll open the terminal app. I'll type uname R. So the kernel version is 6.14.0. I'll open the text editor. So I'll open the Systems Information app. It tells you the computer that you're using, the motherboard, the operating system, kernel version, the processor, graphics card, memory. There's also USB. And here you can troubleshoot problems too. There's ID, there's speed, there's power. So you can see the USB 2 controller, USB 3 controller. And you can double click a device to copy its ID. And the device ID is copied into your clipboard. This is GPU information, PCI. This is the BIOS information and motherboard information. This is system reports, so no problems were detected. This is crash reports. So this was just a quick overview of Linux Mint 22.3. So I want to thank you for watching and I thank you for subscribing.